All right, physics circuits activity number 1, building basic electric circuits. And we've done these simulations before on Colorado PhET. So go to your search bar. I'll be sending you this document as a PDF either on Edmodo, and you probably want to download it into, say, Notability or a physical copy where you will then write down your answers and then you'll be submitting them. But bottom line, go up here to the search bar on the top and type in Colorado PhET or something of that nature. Hit enter. Come on. All right, so we have the PhETs. Probably just do the physics simulations. And once you're on the physics simulations, down here on the left, electricity, magnets, circuits. You're going to want to choose this one here. That's Circuit Construction Kit DC, not the virtual lab up here on the right, but this one down here on the left. Click that once or twice. Hopefully this all works on your computer. Click this once. You have to get to this site. You've been here before. Do not do the intro, do the lab. So choose that one. I guess double click it. All right, so once you have this, I can't see this too well on mine. But on the far left here, there's a toolbox. You'll be grabbing things like a battery. This should be the default. So you just click and drag it out. So activity number 1 basically is to take the light bulb out, and basically you're going to take these out and build a circuit. And some sense of efficiency is good. This will be the first basic circuit you're going to draw, and you're going to be asked some questions about what do the blue dots represent and so forth. And so I'm just clicking and dragging these out. And I think the first thing you do is something like this. If you I think if you just click on any one of these connection points, if I clicked on this point, I can disconnect that by clicking on that. So now it's disconnected, but these wires stretch out. These all represent wires. I think if you right-click on if you just left-click on the item, like this light bulb, they have down here at the bottom what's called the resistance, how much they impede the flow of the electrons in the wires. We'll be talking more about that in class, but for now, you can change, how difficult it is for the electrons to travel. Basically, it's friction, how much friction there is in the light bulb. But I'm not going to change that right now. If I hit trash, I think, well, it gets rid of the light bulb. So I got to bring out the light bulb again. Whoops. So I just lost my window here a little bit. I'm going to go way to the left, pull out another light bulb, and all right, I'm going to click and bring this down so it looks a little bit better. If you click on the battery, you can increase its energy level. Basically, 9 volts is the energy level of the battery. But bottom line is you're going to be using different items from the left, which you probably can't see right now, but on your own screen you'll see them. On the right over here are items that are going to help you label or measure different things. This helps you measure. When you use this particular voltmeter, you're going to just click and drag. Like if I take this probe and move it over here and touch both ends of the battery, it shows me it's a 9-volt battery, which I had already left-clicked on that, and I knew that was 9 volts. If I now slide at the bottom, I can change the voltage. You'll be asked questions about that, or you can even click on the box and type in. I believe you can click on this box. I guess I can't right now, but I can change the voltage by using that slide. Usually you can click on this box and change the voltage, but by sliding it, you can change the voltage. So if I click on this, and I guess if I right-click, it's on the screen now. I can't get rid of it, so I'll just move it off to the side. You can also measure current, which is the flow. We'll talk more about that in class, but bottom line is you pull this out, it kind of magically, if you put this over the wire, it tells you the flow. It's kind of like water flowing through a pipe. 0.95 amps is the unit for current. For now, we'll explain that more in class, what that means, but all you have to worry about is amps. You've heard of that term before. It's coulombs per second. You've heard about coulombs. We've talked about that in class a little bit. Actually, we haven't. I can't remember now, but it doesn't really matter. Amps. We'll talk about coulombs if we haven't so far. Don't need to worry about that. Just got to put down A for amps. Another way to measure current, well, right now this was 0.95. Another way to do it is with this device. All right, so I'm going to click on this, remove that. Another way to measure current is by replacing a wire with one of these things. So it gives you the same answer. That's pushing the electrons, the flow of current through that meter. It's another way to measure current. It gives you the same answer. So this is called the non-contact ammeter. It's spelled AMMETER, ammeter. Instead of amp meter, it measures current in amps. This voltmeter measures voltage in volts. Once again, the units, don't worry about those so much right now, but write them down. Volts are capital V, current is in amps, capital A. So you'll get that worksheet. You're going to be answering the questions on that worksheet. Then I will have an Edpuzzle based on that worksheet. So do the best you can with the worksheet. I think you'll be able to do most of it, if not all of it. It's pretty intuitive. And if there's parts that are unclear, we'll do the best to clear them up during an office hours or with an Edpuzzle post of some sort. But I think you should have a lot of success on this. This particular simulation should work on the iPad or a desktop. So good luck, and we will talk to you if you have difficulties.